Now, listen, there's one big misconception out there, and it's that everything changes after $10,000 a month. Like your life is just going to go from rags to riches from hitting that milestone. And don't get me wrong, hitting that $10,000 or that six-figure mark is a huge accomplishment and things do get better. But there's one different milestone where I really saw life change a lot, and it's the $20,000 a month mark. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down the process to get you where you're at now to that $20,000 a month mark a lot faster. I'm also going to share some of the mistakes I made along the way, and again, 3 reasons why everything changes once you hit that mark and how to expedite the entire process. And again, if this is your first time seeing me, if you want to learn how to earn from anywhere, as I've been going around traveling and working from my laptop in more than 100 countries and making millions online, then hit subscribe for new videos every single week. The biggest issue I've seen with the $10,000 a month mark is you're still trading a lot of time for money. Again, if you have a business that's making $10,000 a month, or if you're making at least $10,000 of profit, there's still a lot of money that you have to trade for your time. You can't really outsource to really high level employees to replace yourself, meaning that $10,000 a month that you're making, you're likely having to give up at least 40, 50, 60 hours to get there. And again, I'm not saying you shouldn't do this early on. It's what I did. I didn't have work-life balance to get to where I am now. And I always say to get that 4-hour work week, you have to put in some crazy hours. You have to put in those 80, 90, 100-hour weeks, and you have to sacrifice stuff. I worked basically every weekend for 5, 6 years as I was publishing my book, as I was doing other things and building businesses. This sort of sacrifice, again, it's going to be one of those things where if I could go back, I would know what to focus on. But when you're doing this, when you're putting in those hours, you're getting those faster loop, meaning it's try something, test it, get the feedback, and then reiterate. But you might have to try 5 things that don't amount to anything. And then you realize after trying those 5 things over 5 or 6 months, okay, this one thing worked and we're just going to focus on that. But if you could go back, you just already know which things to focus on and which levers to pull at certain stages. So the biggest overall framework from the 10K a month to 20K is you have more control over your time, what you're working on, and your actual focus, and you're able to outsource it into either automations, employees, or other avenues like agencies that can make that money work better than you. So think about it. At the 10K a month mark, it's kind of hard to hire a full-time employee, but at 20K, you've got enough bandwidth and enough room to really outsource the stuff that you don't like. And the reason that this is so important is early on, you're doing everything. You're doing the advertisement, the customer service, you're fulfilling the product, and that's great. But imagine if you had an employee who was doing 7 or 8 different things. They likely wouldn't be that successful at it. So what you're able to do at this higher benchmark is you're able to outsource specific tasks to experts in individual areas. And again, you shouldn't try to do this too early on because you don't have a good understanding of what works. You're not able to manage that agency, that individual, that person yet. You really need that experience to get to that point. And you need that additional income to have that extra profit to reinvest into an actual individual, a person, or a process. So reason number 1, just to summarize what we said here, is that you have more bandwidth and you have more profit level to reinvest. You can actually reinvest it into systems and people to get that 20K working a lot more efficient. So think about it, at the 10K a month, you're working all for yourself, but at the 20K, you've got a system of team members that are giving you synergy. And the simplest way to describe synergy is you have 1 plus 1 and it equals 3, meaning you're getting more extraction from your time, from your money, and it's able to really compound at scale. Now, the second reason things really change at the 20K a month is you're able to buy more cash flow because you've already gone through the trial and error of your own business, your own personal life. And let's say there's a few scenarios, like if you don't have a business yet, let's say you're just making your own income. Let's take 2 paths here. First path is you've got a 9 to 5, you're hitting that 20K a month and you're making 240, 250 a year in actual income. And then you've got the other entrepreneur who's making about 20K a month from his business and actual profit. Now, the difference between these 2 people is the person with a business already has something proven and has something that they can reinvest in to really expand. It's a lot harder to double your income. Of course, you can do that, but the probability of that happening is a lot lower than the entrepreneur. For entrepreneurship, there's not really a ceiling to how much you can grow, But for certain industries, for certain sort of career paths, you're going to hit a limit. And so once you hit that limit, and a lot of times on the career path, it is going to be around that 20K a month, then you can take that money and start cash flowing other investments, things that actually add to that monthly net income that you already have and that you've already built up. And so essentially at this point, you've got enough money, you've got enough cash flow to really take those funds, reinvest it into stock, dividends, or even acquiring a business. And this is the path that I followed, where I was building my businesses, I was also working for a company, and then I was just buying businesses for cash flow and then scaling those businesses because I'd spent 5, 6, 7 years developing skills in marketing and sales, where I saw a business that didn't have marketing and sales. And when you add it to that, it can really have exponential growth.
If you guys like that part, you're gonna love this. I'm giving away my best-selling book for absolutely free, and here's how you can get the audiobook in just a few seconds. Inside this book is the same techniques I've used to work abroad in paradise in more than 100 different countries. And the best part, this strategy hasn't just worked for me, it's helped hundreds of thousands of people earn more, work less, and travel the world. I'll leave a QR code here where you can get the audiobook for free with a free 30-day Audible subscription.
So if you're the entrepreneur, the other thing is you need to figure out what areas you're investing into your business. So for your team or your product, maybe you're investing $1 and you're getting back $1.5. But for Facebook ads, you're investing $1 and you're getting back $3 or $4. And so you need to do an audit on your business to see, hey, how can I actually invest more money into this? And likely it's going to be investing in A players, investing in coaching, consulting, or agencies who already have a proven system and process to scale where you're at. Again, best way to actually grow as an entrepreneur is just find somebody who's 2, 3 steps ahead of you, pay them an hourly rate to give you advice on what to actually implement in your business. That's going to be the way you really scale. And again, at this 20K a month net profit, you have so much more money to reinvest back into your business to get those results a lot faster. And so the way that you really need to think about this is, hey, if I invest $10,000, half of that 20K, and it gets me the results in 6 months versus trying to figure it out on 12 or 24 months, just look at how much money you'll be making. So do the math, figure out the process where you're investing in stuff that's actually going to bring in ROI, getting rid of all the other fancy stuff out there and focusing on what is the dollar amount that I'm investing and how much I'm going to get back. Sometimes it's hard to predict with coaching consulting, but you got to understand that it is going back into a business. And if you have a business that's working, meaning you invest X amount of dollars and hours and you get more back in return, that's a really good system and it's going to be hard to beat. Coming in at number 3 is the quality of life and the cushion you have with the 20K a month net profit. This is the milestone where I saw like 10K a month, you have a little bit more breathing room, you can relax. But again, if you're in the United States, a lot of that's going to taxes. The cost of living in New York or a big city is crazy. So a lot of this depends on where you live, how much you spend, and what your tax structure is. And again, if you're living in the United States and you're working remotely, you can move to a lower cost of living place in the US, or you can move overseas and you can actually save an additional $30,000, $40,000 a year in taxes. This is called foreign earned income exclusion. And it's not just for our employees. If you have a business, this is also a way you can structure it. Again, not tax advice, but if you want to look into this and you want to save a lot of money and get paid to live overseas, just ask your CPA about foreign earned income exclusion, see if you're eligible. And the great thing about this is all you have to do is spend 330 days abroad, or if you have a foreign residency, you can also be eligible. And this is about $140,000 a year of tax-free income. This isn't some gray area. This is a very black and white actual IRS tax incentive for people who live abroad. And so once you're making that 20K a month sort of net profit, the breathing room really relaxes you. You can breathe, you can build up your savings, you can have that 6 to 12 months of just actual cash or invested into something that's pretty liquid, stocks, bonds, cryptos. But again, I would say hit that first savings milestone and then start investing into stock, crypto, those other assets. And then once you've hit some of those milestones, then you're taking a portion of all your paychecks, you're reinvesting some into your business, you're reinvesting some into other assets that are actually going to build and accumulate wealth. But again, whenever you're thinking about investing, you got to understand, what is the vehicle? Is this vehicle going to make me more cash, or is it going to make me more long-term appreciation? And that's the biggest problem I've seen with almost every investment vehicle out there is it's all cash appreciation, meaning you get richer on paper, but none of that actually comes into your pocket. And somebody who's been investing in the stock market, the S&P 500, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these things since like 2011, I've seen my stock portfolio and my crypto portfolio go up, but none of that has actually accumulated into real money because I haven't been selling it. I just keep accumulating it. And so that is a great process. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. But at the end of the day, most people need actual cash flow on a monthly basis. And that's why having a business or having a side hustle or having some sort of investment vehicle that you can invest in that gives you actual monthly returns or quarterly returns is going to be the thing that most people need. And imagine just getting a 20 to 15% return cash yield on your investment, what that would look like. And so this brings me to my next point, and this is what I'm building. I'm building an entire new asset class that is backed by profitable online businesses. And again, if you want to learn a little bit more, I'm doing a capital raise where you can watch the video, you can read the full deck, and we can even set up a call to go over how this whole process works. If you want to learn how to actually accumulate a little bit of an alternative investment portfolio, I'll leave a link below, or you can go to wefunder.com/dividend. To learn more, join the journey and actually take some of that capital, reinvest it in yourself, and start getting some actual quarterly cash flows. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, leave a comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'm going to leave another video that was hand selected just for you.